What up, guys? It's Jesse of Vintage X, based out of Los Angeles, Redondo Beach area. What we have here today is we have a Tundra 4x4. It's going to be an express package. We're going to need to do a little bit of love. It's really dirty in there, so we're going to have you guys check that out right now.
So Jesse, can you briefly tell us what the steps are for cleaning this truck today?
So upon arrival, we noticed that the truck was really dusty on the exterior. So looking inside, it was about the same. Had a little bit of more contamination than we expected. So we're gonna go ahead and just take our time on here and make sure we dust all the contaminants off, remove a little bit of stainage and stuff like that, and then we can proceed with the regular wash. This was supposed to be an exterior express wash. We found that it's a little bit more work than anticipated, but again, we'll just make sure that we correct everything we need to do to proceed with the necessary steps.
So with this truck, the very first thing you do, what is that?
So with this one, the first thing we did was we went ahead and attacked the interior. We definitely need us to go have a more aggressive approach. So we went ahead and attacked everything. We need to make sure that we clean all the contaminants again, you know, and make sure that before we do that, we want to make sure that we clean everything so we can proceed with the leather treatments. The leather treatments really needed for this vehicle. You know, it's fairly new, but it definitely needs a little bit of some extra, you know, lotion and creams and stuff like that as far as the leather is concerned. Kind of revamp it.
And what's after that?
After that, we'll go ahead and do the interior windows, wipe down the door dams, rehydrate all the plastics. Once all that's done, we'll go ahead and close up the doors. We'll spray a little fragrance, close up the doors, and then we'll go ahead and proceed to the exterior. Again, this is an express wash. Just needed some extra love and attention, and that's what we're here for.
Awesome. And what does the exterior entail?
So the exterior is going to be, we are going to be doing a light pressure washing, especially with the rims as well. The rims need some attention. Once we do that, we'll do some light clay boring on the trouble areas. And then we may even do a little bit of light waxing just to kind of add a little bit of extra protection for the vehicle. It's pretty straightforward after that. We're going to go ahead and degrease the tires, apply that shine and stuff like that, and get it up and running again.
Perfect. I noticed this truck on the outside super dirty.
Yeah.
Is that going to take extra scrubbing or a second wash? What's it going to take to clean that?
So we're definitely going to need to be a little bit more on the aggressive approach again for the exterior. This is a work truck. It does go through a lot of you know, ups and downs as far as the maintenance is concerned on it. So we're going to go ahead and start with the pressure wash again. We'll go ahead and do a clay boring to remove that contamination, lift it out, leave that paint nice and smooth. If there's anything that we need to go over as far as machine waxing, we'll go ahead and proceed with that service as well. And then you know, after that, it's pretty much going to be good. Spray a sealer on and just head out.
All right, so what's happening now?
So right now, what we're doing is going to be agitating everything and just get everything all soaked up and getting it prepped for a little bit of a clay bar. Kind of get all that stuff off, all that dust and stuff like that. This mitt does a good thing of trapping it. So just getting it ready for that as well, and just kind of take off any contaminants that it has. And this stuff does a good job of doing it. Every once in a while, I like to flip it, just kind of get a fresh pad, and you know, kind of not drag on contamination. Other than that, everything's going smoothly. And,
nice.
It's gonna be looking really nice when it's done.
What's been the biggest challenge so far with this clean?
Just the height. It's a little bit taller than usual, so we do usually have a ladder with us. We don't have it today. That's totally fine though. We still make it work.
Is a ladder something that people first starting out should use, or Do you only use it rarely?
It's super, super rare. Not everybody drives big trucks out here, but I mean, it's always good to be ready with every occasion. But definitely, it's not something that should stop you from getting out and doing this yourself, or calling a detailer in your local area.
I gotcha. I mean, this truck's pretty lifted. What's the largest thing vehicle you cleaned so far?
This is pretty much one of the. This is pretty up there. Again, not everybody has these type of trucks out in this area. This is pretty much. I think this is about like a 10-inch lift or something like that. So this is pretty up there.
All right, Jesse. So you told me that you've worked with other people before. You've had other people work for you.
Correct.
I don't know how it is for other detailers, but for you, do you pay by the hour, or do you pay just per car when people clean with you?
It really depends. We definitely ask preference. Sometimes we do daily, like especially around summertime. It gets really busy, so we can do daily rates, stuff like that. Especially if somebody's not going to be on board for us for too long, they just need something kind of on the quicker scale. So we try to help them out. Try to do daily rates, kind of fit them in on those busy days, Fridays and Saturdays, stuff like that. So that's something that we do. Our regular, people that would be working with us, we'd usually say about weekly be the pay rate.
I gotcha. And on average, like on a summer day when it's coming up, because summer's not too far from now, how many cars are you doing on average?
It can get pretty up there. It could get at least up to 8 cars. That usually is our limit. That's our cap right there. We start early and we end early. So try to get those extra cars in, because again, when wintertime hits, it does get a little slow for the detailers out there. So we definitely try to make things happen when we can. We definitely want to, we don't really want to push too many cars in one day specifically, just because we want to make sure that our quality is the utmost importance for us. So we want to definitely make sure that our quality is good before tackling on more. Now, when we do get the second rig out and stuff like that, then then we'll definitely be looking at about 15 cars if we can.
All right, so how's the detail going so far?
Everything's going awesome, as you can see, especially on the other side. We definitely added a lot of gloss back, restored some of that shine. Definitely looks really, really good. We're gonna go ahead and spray a little bit of a light ceramic protection. We didn't go too crazy with the interior, just for the simple fact that this client is actually requesting that we do a full detail in the near future, if not next week. So this is really just a simple maintenance, and then it's time for that regular full detail.
Now the inside, is that leather?
Inside's leather. It's leather, it's half suede.
And what do you use for that? What do you recommend?
So for the leather, definitely something mild. Whatever you use, definitely something mild. You don't want something that's going to kind of have some discoloration in the future, if not as soon as you apply it. So something light. So whatever light soap you use, definitely something that's cut, nothing full concentrated. Also, a detailing brush is really awesome. Get into those little the little holes that the leather usually has, so it can breathe. And then just adding a good foundation. So making sure that you take care of it in the beginning, it's going to save you a lot of headache in the future. Also, I would recommend doing a nice leather detailing, especially in between details, even if it's for a maintenance. Don't forget to apply something on that leather just to kind of keep it rehydrated. The customers are going to be happy, and so is the leather.
So how long does this last on a tire as far as the shine goes?
It lasts a while. Some people don't like it too wet. Some people do. So it just really depends on the style that they like. This one is a high gloss. I find most of my clients do like that extra bling, especially when they pay good money. They want to see where their work went. And but it does tend to dry just a little bit. Keeps it moisturized, but does tend to dry and give it a nice dark look. So it's not going to look faded and stuff like that. It'll last up until the next maintenance wash that we find. So that's about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So it lasts pretty good. This is a premium brand right here.
So, Jesse, what was your favorite part about this wash?
I like dealing with trucks. I'm a big truck fan, so definitely like seeing trucks, especially ones that are in this caliber. So that was my favorite part.
You do the rims right after you drive the truck?
Yeah, just for this specific one, the rims were oversized, so I think it was just a better option just to go ahead and just make sure we pay attention to them after, instead of the sun was out. It definitely was drying up the water fairly fast, so we want to make sure we address that, don't leave any water spots, and then we'll go ahead and then take our time on the tires since they were oversized.
So I noticed that after you washed it and scrubbed it, this bumper right here, it's a little faded looking still.
Yeah.
What are you using for this?
So right now what we're going to be doing is just rehydrating. That's all we're going to do. And that's just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. You just find after time, just with the sun rays and stuff like that, it's really strong, so kind of fades those out. Right now we're just rehydrating it with something that I have on hand now. When we come back to the full detail, we're actually going to be restoring this completely.
Can I see what you're using? And what is this called?
This is a quick detailer. It's specifically for leather, but it does have rehydrating agents integrated in here. So it definitely will work good with your plastics. Again, this is just for just to kind of hold them off for the week until that full detail comes. Once that happens, we're going to go ahead and strip everything and then go ahead and do a restoration on the plastics.
Now, does this repair the sun? Does it repair the sun damage, or does it only protect for future sun damage?
It does both. It restores and protects.
Gotcha. And how much can you get that bottle for?
These bottles go for about $12.99, $13.99. It just depends on the size and stuff like that. This one specifically is probably around that range as well, if not $14.99. This stuff works good. It's more of a premium quality, and a lot of their stuff, if you talk with the guys down there, they'll kind of let you know that a lot of the stuff is you can use it for different applications, not just one specific. I know they have something that's directly for tires, and then you can use that actually for plastics. So it's a lot of different stuff like that. Once you get knowledgeable with the products and stuff, you know what you can use and what you can't. Okay, there you have it, guys. That's our express package to Vintage X. That's our step-by-step process and how we do things here. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And also, you could always reach us on Instagram at Vintage X SoCal. Also on YouTube, our YouTube channel is going to be coming up. We're going to give you guys tips and tricks on how to do different things. If you have any questions, make sure you get a hold of us. All right, that's it. Have a good one.